I have kept area in the double, and we have used the switch statement. You now like we are not doing any kind of spoon feeding here. I'm just showing you that you can create your own logic. Until unless you are creating your own logic, you can't be creating any program further. So this is a simple menu driven program, and it is lengthy, I know, but we have done some smart work here. We are copying and pasting the thing, and when we are running this program, so we get our menu. You can see area of the right angle triangle for the first, second area of the equilateral triangle, third for the area of the square, fourth for the area of rectangle, and fifth for the area of circle. Now enter your choice. I will be entering I will be entering number 1. Enter. It is asking enter the height. I will write 2. Enter the base. I will write 3. Then you know what is the area of right angle triangle. L into B upon 2. That is 6 upon 2. That is equals to 3. Area of the right angle is 3.0. Yes, because we have written double there. So it is giving that data, specific kind of data. And then we are asking for the equilateral triangles area. That my choice is 2. It would be asking A. I have to give the A equals to 5. 5 into 5, that is 25. Now we can use the calculator for it to see if the value is right or not. So what we are doing is 5 into 5, that is 25. I already know. Square root of 3 we are using here. Okay, upon 4 also. Yes, you can see 10.8253. Yes, it has given very correct value. I am running it again, and then we can see that we have choice 3, that is square. That is this symbol, guys. 6 into 6, that is 36. Then I would be asking for the rectangle. I am running it again. So it would be asking me first length. I would give 9, and then I would be giving the breadth equals to 15. 15 into 9 equals to 135. Then we have circle. So circle's area is pi r square. And I can show you that on the calculator, that 2 into 2 into 22 by 7, that equals to 12.57. That your area of the circle is 12.0. So now you can see how I have created this menu driven program. I will show you another menu driven program for making a calculator, and I will do some smart work there. I'm going to use some loops there, so we don't have to again and again run the program. So we have to create a new class that would be calculator menu. Okay, public static void main, and enter. Then what we will do is first int equals to int a b and result. Also we have to give the choice. Then in the second line we will start the scanner class. We will create sc as an object equals to new scanner system.in. So we have created a scanner class, and you know, as we have imported the java.util.scanner uh, header file here. So in the place of int I would be giving float, because the values would be floating, or you can say in the decimal, because we are creating a calculator. So first I will say do. It is a loop. Those who don't know, uh, just look at it and then you will understand what it is doing. So first, for the menu driven, I am asking for the addition, because we are creating a calculator. So there would be 4 primary operations it would be doing. I would be copying and pasting this addition 5 times. Why I would be pasting it 5 times? Because one would be the exit also, because we have created a loop, so it won't be repeating always. So these are the 4 major operations or primary operations for the calculator, that is addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. And then the fifth one is exit. Why we are using backward slash n? Because we have to go into the next line again and again, so our program would be clear, and those who have done programming earlier would know why we are using backward slash n. And then I am saying choice equals to sc dot next float. You would be asking that there would be no decimal choices, so I will tell you afterwards why I have made a mistake here. I am just using sc dot next int. I am making an exception that you can catch afterwards. So sometimes exceptions are also good to explain how the program is working. We are using switch statement, inside we are passing choice. Then the case one, we will be giving system.out.println, and then we are asking enter the first number, and a equals to sc dot next float, because the numbers could be in the decimal also, that is why I am using float. So I am copying it and pasting it again. What I have to do is just change this, the place of first I will write second, and in the place of a I would be giving b. As simple as it is. You don't have to do anything more beyond your capabilities. It is like this. You have to create a logic and just stick onto it. Now you have to display the sum also. The sum of the two numbers, or we can say just sum, and slash n, then concatenate result. So the result would be displaying in the next line. Now I am copying this case one and pasting it 4 or 5 times. Okay, 4 times, sorry. Second one is for the subtraction. So we have to leave the leave the value as it is, and just what we have to do is change the signs. Also the how we are